English high speed 150 words per minute. August 2011. First paper. Get ready. 5 seconds. Start. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have had an interesting discussion on the demand for land revenue. Honorable members have referred to many important matters which require careful consideration by the government. On this occasion, many honorable members referred to the problems in their respective districts with reference to minor irrigation work, well subsides and other things. As regards the Jamabandi system, some honorable members desired that it should be abolished. Some other honorable members said that it was necessary to improve the lot of the village officers. One honorable member expressed his views about the farmers and said that there was red tapeism in the government departments. In this connection, he said that there should be a tahsildar to act as public relations officer so that the farmers might be able to get the loans in time. I agree that these are all matters which should be considered. I will deal with these points as far as possible one by one. First of all, I shall take up the question of land reforms. One honorable member said that the report of the Land Revenue Reforms Committee had not been taken into consideration. It is not correct. We are considering it carefully and we shall do what is necessary. I may tell him that certain things take time to develop. For example, take the case of eggs. As a matter of fact, we know that it takes time for the eggs to hatch. So also it takes time for legislation to develop. I may inform the House that we are considering not only one report on land reforms. The Land Revenue Reforms Committee's report is a very big report. In addition to that, we are considering the reports of other committees on this matter also. So it will take some time for the legislation to take proper shape. I may assure the honorable member that the whole matter will be gone into and we will do our best to implement the reforms in such a way that it will be helpful to the riots. I think the honorable members think that I am a peculiar man. I would like to tell them that I am a man of Indian soil and I am also a riot. So I know all the difficulties of the riots. I am very much interested in the improvement of the lot of the riots like any other honorable member in this house, either on this side or on the other side. I feel I have a great responsibility and I know it. But at the same time, there is one difficulty in this matter. I am afraid the honorable members on the other side talk without taking note of the rules and regulations on the subject matter. On the other hand, I am bound by rules and regulations and so I am not able to talk like the other honorable members. In spite of these restrictions, I promise that I shall try as far as possible to implement the land revenue reforms in the best interest of the riot. I hope and trust that this assurance will satisfy the honorable members. Then the honorable member from Pudukkottai referred to certain reforms to be carried out in his place. He said that the transfer of pattas did not take place quickly and that it took a lot of time. Then he said that the selection of lands for the grant of remission of land revenue was left to the sweet will of the village administrative officers and he suggested that a committee should be appointed to go into the matter to make proper remission of land revenue. He also wanted receipts to be given for the payment of land revenue and said that they should be stamped and sealed. I may tell him that there are no difficulties in this matter in this part of the state. Receipts are given for payment of land revenue and they are not refused. There are no complaints that receipts are not given in this part of the state. If the ryots want to have the receipts in proper form, they are issued in the form of a book in which the payments are entered then and there. Then the honorable member said that the Jamabandi work should be done not by the collector but by the minister. If the minister has to do that as suggested by him, I wonder whether 100 ministers would be sufficient for that work. Stop.